The head coach for Hillsborough today will be Brian Burgess, and here is his starting lineup. Number 9, Adrian Arroyo. Number 8, Jack Slater. Number 11, Brady Burgess. Number 23, Tanner Jones. Number 33, Sal Urso. Number 5, Brian Arroyo. Number 29, Donald Gorge. Number 6, Kyle Benakarski. Number 1, Dominic Reeves. And starting for Hillsborough today will be number 7, Angel Branson. Time to meet the starting lineup for the home team. Leading off, number 1, third baseman, Sebastian Munoz. Batting second, center fielder, number 12, Maddie Count. Hitting third, shortstop, number 2, Alex Razor. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, number 20, Jalen Tosay. Hitting fifth, first baseman, number 14, Pete McLean. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 21, Joseph Rivera. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 11, Adrian Camacho. Hitting eighth, playing second base, number 7, Andrew Greenbridge. Batting ninth, right fielder, number 18, Jake Hurtado. And the starting pitcher for the Longhorns today will be number 3, Zach Bird. Predictions for that tonight will be Billy Wolf, Carter Baseball, and Ronnie Rodriguez, led by head coach Victor. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the mound. We'll have a ceremonial first pitch thrown by day one supporter of the Longhorns baseball program, Mr. Delaney. Catching will be his son Jim, here with Live Stream Tampa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stream Live Tampa's broadcast of Hillsborough Terriers and the Lennard Longhorns. Jim Delaney's dad coming out, a lefty, to throw out the first ceremonial first pitch. He's looking in. He's going to go from the front of the mound and right there to Jim Delaney from his dad. which is a memory they'll always have. Fantastic. It's a beautiful day for baseball here at Lennard High School. Mikey Paris and Stream Live Tampa. So excited to be here. There was a little accident right down the road. We had to take a big detour to get here, so it might be a late arriving crowd. But we did get here just in time to catch Delaney to Delaney, which is a beautiful thing. Lennard lined up now, the left-hander on the mound, number 3. It's just an absolutely picture-perfect day for baseball in Florida. Ruskin, Florida, to be exact. Javier Nunez setting up Stream Live Tampa. We're going to watch a ball game right now. Nothing I like better than a day game, folks. I love hockey, but I'm missing hockey to watch a high school baseball game for Stream Live Tampa. Absolutely perfect Chamber of Commerce weather right now. Jim Delaney got to catch the first pitch from his dad, a memory he'll have for the rest of his life, no doubt about it. Due to the traffic issue, we're going to work with it. Number 9 now for Hillsborough Terriers leading off.
And this is why we're a great team, Mikey. This is shortstop Adrian Arroyo.
Right there. 14-3 at Hillsborough High School. Coming in hot. Facing the lefty. Hit right to the third baseman. Could not make the play.
And the wind has already
E5
announced its presence with authority, blowing everything off our table here.
Tell you something. If I'm hitting now, I'm getting the ball up towards left field. The wind is blowing and right out that way. I'm glad we got to catch the first pitch there, Jim. That had to be cool.
That was cool. At least I didn't have to. I didn't have a cup check opportunity. Now pops through it right on the outside black. Crafty lefty. Lennard High School.
When I came pulling through, Jim, were you looking for your dad?
No, I was looking for my daughter.
All right.
She was supposed to catch him. And she advised me she left all of her gear in the back of the home dugout at the Durant High School softball field. I said, well, okay.
See, that story is even better than I thought it was going to be, Jim.
It was going to be really great.
You got to catch your dad on a first pitch, tell you that.
Plenty of times playing catch with him over the years. He still does it with game time softball. When we get all those girls over the summer and fall to keep them developing, he's always out there.
First and second now, nobody out here in the top of the first from Lennard High School. Early trouble here.
Throw to second, not in time. Decent little move going to second. This is a freshman on the hill. First career start, her first high school start, and Zach Bird. I want to thank Zach because he was one of the first people to share everything and retweet, and knowing that we were coming today. Now I know why. Coach Martinez Rodriguez was really excited to give him an opportunity on the bump today. And a non-district Saturday afternoon matchup is the perfect time to do that. We'll set the lineup.
That's your 3.
That ball goes down the right field line. Foul. We'll set the defense here for Lennard. McLean at first. Gingrich at second. Munoz at third. Breezer at short. Toze in left. Counts in center. Mercado And right, Camacho behind the dish. And like we said, freshman Zach Bird, first career high school start today for the now purple and gold
Lennard Longhorns.
Lennard Longhorns, thanks to the University of Texas getting butt hurt. They're big enough, they'll shut us down just for saying that. That's probably more powerful than playing music.
High fastball could not catch up. 2-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting, I don't know how it's going to sound on your end, everybody, but Mikey and I are going to get a lot of movement in this press box, trying to see behind a pillar and an opaque. I learned that in school one day.
It's a base hit.
A base hit to right. They will hold the runner at third, so we'll now have bases loaded, no outs. It'll bring up the catcher, Tanner Jones.
Coming up to bat, number 23, catcher, Tanner Jones.
And like Mikey said, with the accident right down the road here at Shell Point, just southeast of the school, I had to go direct my daughter and her friend in around all that. And I know, Mikey, that's why you got here later than you wanted to.
No doubt about it.
But we have the lineups, and then the pregame festivities. Just haven't had enough time to write down everything, but we do have the Hillsborough Terrier lineup.
After paying attention to 813 Preps on Twitter, I'm very excited to see Hillsborough here live with my own eyes. They've been strong all year long, 14-3.
Led by 3 upperclassmen arms. But they're not throwing one of them today, Coach Billy Burgess. Talked with him right before the game. There's a high chopper down to third. They're going to go home to cut off the lead, and it is a ball that I was afraid my dad was going to throw, and this ends up scoring 2 runs for the Terriers on the E5 on the throw. And third baseman
Short hopped it.
Sebastian Munoz getting a tough first inning, having 2 E's on his stat sheet. So Arroyo and Slater comes around to score from second. Brady Burgess will now go down to third. Jones at second on the error.
Now that we got a minute, Jim, I just want to say on this date of 4-3-2-1 in the immortal lyrics of Europe, it's the final countdown to first pitch. We just were a little bit late.
They played that song here.
They totally were playing it when I walked up. It was perfect. It is April 3rd, 21. 4-3-2-1. If you're scoring at home.
That's a rundown. Second, first, catcher, pitcher.
If you get an out, that's a good ending to that play. Infield will play in now. 2-0 here in the top of the first. Hillsborough on the strength of a hit, couple errors.
First baseman Sal Urso. Pretty common name in Tampa High School.
If you think I didn't play against an Urso,
I think
you're
we all
incorrect.
played against an Urso.
It's like playing against a freaking Massaro.
That's right.
And Brandon.
So 0-2 from Bird here. He's not getting a lot of help from his defense. And then great play right there by Munoz to snags one down the line and then steps on third. An unassisted double play. That helps his not only personal cause after having 2 errors early, but helps out his freshman pitcher.
Line drive backhanded and stepped on third. 2 down now. 2-0 Hillsborough.
This will be Ryan Arroyo, number 5, playing the number 5 position in the field.
After that start, if Bird gets out of this with just 2 runs, you consider that a victory. See if he can get the third one. This is upstairs. Sunflower seeds being delivered. Fantastic.
We got seeds being delivered Monday at Sephora Christian. We had pitcher's mom giving us water.
Just missed upstairs. 3-0. First base open.
Three-zero pitch from Bird. Misses outside, makes it on first and second.
I love the fact that out in deep right field, a couple of lawn chairs, fans watching from right on the street. You gotta love it.
Yeah, got a little bit of an incline there. They can see over that fence.
Right over the top.
I was at the East Bay at Bloomingdale softball game Thursday night, and they have many little bleachers behind the outfield fence at the Bloomingdale softball complex where people were sitting and watching.
So 2 outs now, 1-0, first and second. The Big Red have pushed across 2 in the first.
Plenty to talk about the history of the Big Red baseball program, Mikey. I'm sure we'll get into that.
Well, don't let me bring it up yet, but I'll bring up Gary Sheffield that I hit a double off of once in my career. Soon to be Hall of Famer Gary Sheffield, guaranteed.
Also back-to-back Little League World Series championship game.
They beat us that year to go that far.
From Belmont Heights.
4-2 they beat us to continue on to win the World Series.
Bird falls behind again. Tough for a freshman pitcher. Facing a 14-3 Hillsborough team. Getting his first start in his high school career. There's a couple of miscues behind him, but he can keep the damage limited if he can get out of this and keep it just 2-0. We've got right fielder Donald. I'm going to give it a shot. Gorgie.
You went first.
Gorgie.
I appreciate that, Jim Delaney. 3-1.
3-1, 2 outs here. Chopper down the third base line, foul. Bases loaded, 2 outs, runners will be going.
Be a big confidence boost for Bird right here to get out of this at this point.
And in the dirt, good stop by Camacho.
That'll load him up. So bases juice now. 2 outs. 2-0 Hillsborough. Already pushed 2 across.
I'm laughing with the PA announcer here. The batter's name, I'm going to give it a shot, is Kyle Binkarowski. Any relation to Tom Amansky?
Let me tell you this. His name is Ski for the rest of the day.
That's right. But I'll give our PA announcer here credit here at Lennard. He just said Kyle. Number 6 Kyle.
That works too.
Binkarowski.
Kyle Ski.
We'll call him Ski.
Popped up. Will he have room?
No, Keith McLean, yes.
Yes! Very nice play.
Keith McLean saw his dad earlier. Didn't get a chance to say hi to him. I want to go down and say hi. His dad is Aaron, former head coach at Spoto.
Makes the play right up against the fence. A very nice running play right there to get him out of it with 2 runs scored. That's it. So Lennard coming up now to try to.
Ooh, the boss is here, Kavi. She bring food? Nancy didn't bring empanadas.
I'm not pushing it. You do whatever you want, Jim Delaney.
I've had them. That's why
I believe they're delicious. Maybe one day I'll get one of those, but today's not the day.
We were referring to our puppet master, technical director, Javier Nunez.
The boss of the boss.
The boss. His boss, Nancy. His wonderful wife, Nancy. Huge supporter of us, obviously, but I have had the pleasure of having her cooking. And it was empanadas, and whew.
All right, Jim Delaney, I'm going to just lean on you for the lineups and who's starting pitching for Hillsborough.
Starting pitching for Hillsborough is, he gave that to me, is Branson Angel, sophomore, getting his first start, I believe, of the season. They've been led by Skylar Nedelicki, Burgess, and I believe the other pitcher that they were talking about was Urso. That's been their kind of three-headed staff with their upperclassmen, but Coach Burgess wanted to get one of his youngins in this Saturday afternoon non-district matchup. Some time on the hill. We've got the Lennard lineup here. Looks like third baseman Sebastian Munoz will lead off for the Lennard Longhorns.
Skipper in for ball one. Tough district for Hillsborough, Jesuit, Clearwater, Hillsborough, Jefferson, and Countryside and Blake. Hillsborough's 5-1.
That's spread all over the area. Across the bay, in the bay, over the bay.
Two and 0 now. Fastball in for a strike, 2-1. Absolute perfect Chamber of Commerce day weather. Fouled it off, 2-2 now.
No doubt about it, man. It's a day to hit the links.
Woke up excited, watched my baby ducks have their breakfast. Knowing I was coming to watch a little baseball today, made the drive out from Carrollwood to Ruskin. A little speed bump with an accident turning in.
Yeah, right here in front of the school. Late. At Shell Point.
Strike out for first out right there. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. The police were very courteous. They told me how to take the long way around. And we made it just in time to see Jim Delaney take the first ceremonial first pitch from his dad. Awesome.
Just backstory on that. It's not just because it's my dad, obviously, but he's a longtime supporter. He, in his 8th year substitute teaching here at Lennard, and him and my late mother have been recognized by many athletic programs here at Lennard. My mom used to get flowers from the football team. This is the baseball program, starting with former head coach Kennedy Duran, always took a liking to my dad, and him being around baseball and now softball so much with my daughter. He just eats it up. Oh, grounder to short, took a funny hop.
I think he's still, hey,
he's safe. So Counts will beat that out. Shortstop Arroyo was moving to his left, and off the bat of the lefty, took just kind of a funny hop. He had to field it to his right, and he still had a chance to get him, I thought. Made a good attempt to go, but Counts as safe.
The wind is kicking up. If you hear the rumble, we're not near the airport, just the wind blowing.
It's probably a good day to be inside like we are up here.
Number 2 now.
Number 2 is Alex Brazier, the shortstop, sophomore shortstop for the Lennard Longhorns. Comes up here. 1 out, runner at first after the error. I want to thank, we got sidetracked with that last play talking about Kennedy Duran taking my dad under his wing here at Lennard High School baseball program. I want to thank head coach now, Victor Martinez. It was his idea. He had asked me a few weeks ago. So Pops broke out the left wing.
He is a lefty. Are you a lefty too?
I am not.
Right.
That's why he's so happy that Paige is a lefty. Paige got stage fright today.
It's opening week right now for the Tampa Bay Rays. It's just a fantastic time of the year. You got baseball, you got hockey winding up. Joey Wendell hitting a freaking 3-run home run last night. Professional baseball
Final
player.
Four weekend.
Final Four
Swing and a
tonight.
miss. Throw down a second. Gets away. Goes into center. Counts will stay at 2 on a stolen base. Yeah, Final Four for the men's tonight.
Last night was a heck of a game. Great game for the women's Final Four.
Interesting tie-in to today's live stream is one of the starters for the University of Arizona, Trinity Baptiste, played at Hillsborough High School.
Nice.
Yeah. I believe I was reading on Twitter only the second women's basketball player to make it to the Final Four that is from the Tampa Bay area. We'll have to confirm that, but I thought I saw that. The Trinity Baptiste, former Hillsborough Terrier, in the national championship game tomorrow for her Arizona Wildcats. The count now 2-2. It's just funny how things like that pop up.
Oh, yeah.
Once we got a little bit of YouTube in front of us here, center field camera. Birthplace of Stream Live Tampa, ladies and gentlemen. Started right here in this booth.
The Genesis.
That's right. Here at Lennard High School. Now, we did a game here last year against Bloomingdale.
Handed the Stream Live Tampa card out to my bartender at Glory Days right down the street where I got started. You never know. If you want your game called for your kids, your grandkids,
give us a call.
StreamLiveTampa.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We can make it happen. 6 different camera angles.
Good. Change of speed there. Razor out in front, goes down swinging. 2 outs now. Brings up Jalen Tosay. Jalen was excited. He was retweeting and liking everything on Twitter, knowing that we were coming down here. It's the second time we've had Lennard's baseball team. We had them against Durant during Saladino tournament. And going into that tournament, they had come off their 10-day quarantine to abide the COVID protocol. They had a big win versus Plant in the first day of the Saladino tournament, and then they were pushing Durant, eventual runner-up in the gold bracket of the Saladino tournament, at Durant. So the Longhorns, under Victor Martinez, former Longhorn himself.
Ball driven to left.
And we are sneaking our head around the corner to see. Good catch in foul territory. So nothing across the board for the Longhorns here in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the second, 2-0 Terriers.
Going to the top of the second now, Hillsborough with a 2-0 lead. Sophomore Bird trying to have a clean inning here. Keep it close. There are a couple of miscues in the first. Pushed a couple across. Number 1 for the Terriers at the dish. Two balls, no strikes now. This is down 3-0. It's always tough when you're getting your first start. Try to nibble, you try to nibble. Sometimes you just got to go right at it, let your defense work for you. 3-0 now. It's a take and leadoff walk for Hillsborough.
Coming up to bat, number 9, shortstop, Arroyo.
This will be Arroyo, the shortstop. Nobody out, runner on first. Sophomore lefty for the Longhorns. This will be Arroyo, the shortstop. Not me, is it? That sounded good, though.
Yeah, what happened is as we get our own phones, so we can communicate with everybody that's watching. We see a lot of names. We'll get to you as the game progresses. And thank everybody. As some bum just walked into
Could
the
be a
press box
2.
here. Looks like a 4-6-3 for the Horns. That bum would be former Lennard Longhorn, current St. Leo Lion. Yo-Yo Nunez is here. This is St. Leo baseball team is off this weekend for Easter weekend. Glad he was here. My dad always liked that kid. So that would be me. I'm the guilty one.
Jim Delaney just figured out where his volume button is. Like a 50-year-old man trying to open up a JPEG.
I'm now less than 18 months from going into that.
All right.
That decade.
Take it easy.
Easy now. Oh boy, wind is just going crazy here. Okay, good.
I love those commercials. If you had to print out directions to get here, you're in the right place.
That's right.
Backhander, that's a base hit.
Infield single.
So with 2 outs now, runner on first.
Jack Slater at first right there in the infield single.
Number 11 now.
DH Brady Burgess. Head coach Burgess for Hillsborough. This would be his son. I'm going to give head coach. We found out we played against each other in high school and we were down there talking. He's a Robinson grad, year after me. And I'm going to give him a little ribbing here. He wrote on his lineup, Brady.
Nice.
I don't know if he was still excited about the Bucks winning the Super Bowl or just had a little brain cramp there.
Just missed outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Brady Burgess is going to go play for head coach Ryan Beckman at St. Pete College in the fall. One of the many great JUCO baseball programs down here. Throw down to first.
I tell every kid every time when they tell me they're going to play JUCO. You know who played JUCO? Evan Longoria. You never know.
You never know.
Keep working.
JUCO is not just for academic casualties as well.
Not at all.
It's a high level of baseball down here in many states, Georgia, Texas, California, you name it.
Not everyone grows up at the same time.
Well, sometimes it's just a great place to go. Yeah. For many reasons.
Sometimes you just don't get seen. Sometimes you're just going to school.
Well,
Evan Longoria played JUCO. That's
I'll give a shout out. And you know him. You know Pup. Aaron
Absolutely.
Highsmith. My right-hand man with Game Time Softball. He went down and played at then Edison Community College before going to Florida Southern and getting the Division II World Series ring back in 1995.
Coach
Pups.
Pup in American Legion baseball, I did.
Yeah, Pup and I talk every day as we build our softball program.
3-2 with 2 outs, runner on first. Zach Bird trying to get through the second inning.
Yeah, it'd be a good inning for him. Good inning for Bird to get after having a lot of noise behind him, only giving up 2 runs in that first inning, but to have put a donut on the board in this inning. And 813 Preps. Founder, CEO, owner, president, everything. Jared,
Guy that bought me lunch at the ACC game. I love that guy.
Jared Guthrie. Always appreciate his support watching, and I agree with you, Jared. I was down there standing next to my dad waiting for the national anthem to stop, thinking, man, this is a long version of this national anthem. April McLean, go Big Red, of course. Appreciate it. It's a new fan base watching for the Hillsborough Terrier baseball program. We appreciate that. Ooh, and a called strike 3 on Burgess. That's a big, huge inning for Bird.
Off-speed pitch, froze him.
Bring speed pitch, a senior batter. Big moment there for the freshman, Zach Bird.
Buckled the knees, so that'll do it.
Because that's not going to happen often to Burgess. So we'll go to the middle of the second. It'll be McGloin, Rivera, and Camacho coming up for the Lennard Longhorns here in Stream Live Tampa. We're back here, leading off the bottom of the second. Keith McLean, first baseman for the Lennard Longhorns.
Good, healthy cut. Looking first pitch, fastball, got it, just missed it.
And McLean drives that one high to center. Not a day to be hitting it right there. Good swing, though. I know, talking with Jared Guthrie that we were talking about in the last half inning at Saladino, brief conversation with him. Myself, I'm a little surprised too, but he was saying, hey, that's the next junior that you got to see that's going to get some sort of attention from college coaches, and probably would be committing the next year, maybe. We'll see. But a big stick from the left side of the bat for the Longhorns. So McLean flies out to center. There's a base hit to center for Rivera.
Coming up to the bat for the Horns, number 11 catcher, Adrian Camacho.
This would be freshman Adrian Camacho behind the dish for Lennard. Coming up now, the runner at first, one out here in the second.
Tracy Hawkins watching the broadcast when she should be working on her schooling. But just keep watching. I appreciate it, Tracy. Getting her doctorate from the University of Alabama. And I'm still not wearing the shirts. I got shirts and hats. Still a Florida State guy. Do my best. Thank you for watching, though, Tracy.
Can't change. Pitch on the corner there from Angel. Branson Angel, excuse me. Sophomore pitcher for the Terriers today. Tommy Medlin, thank you, sir. Watching. It was good to see you the other day at Seffner Christian. Well, Saturday afternoon, high school baseball action here in Stream Live Tampa, down here to the southern point of Hillsborough County here in Ruskin.
Love a day baseball game.
Yeah, typically the high school games on Saturdays when they have them are 10 a.m. starts, but this is a 1 p.m. start, and it was good to be able to fit this into the schedule.
Again, please like, retweet, and share everything on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Stream Live Tampa. Pass it along.
Subscribe for free on our YouTube channel, Stream Live Tampa.
Nubbed foul to the right side.
Coach Billy Bullock, the former Florida Gator at first base. Didn't move an inch. He didn't get in the way of the play. He's not going to do that. But he was right there. Trying to wheel that ball back into fair territory, but
Could have been a kick save.
kind of like Patrick Waugh, real tall. He's on the clay. Billy's not a small person.
He's got some length to
he's in
him.
back, yeah. Good dude. Done a lot of good stuff with his FTB baseball organization in the offseason. All right, so we got a full count. One out here on Camacho.
Make sure one doesn't get the double play, but definitely made sure he got that first out at second base.
Yeah, he took his time staying down low to make sure get that lead out.
2 outs now, runner on first. Got a pinch runner now. Number 5, pinch running. I'm guessing that was the catcher. Number 7 now.
Andrew Gingrich coming up. We got a pinch runner at first, you said? I can't see his number.
Yeah, number 5.
Number 5, that would be Logan Covey. Sophomore for the Horns. As we're at the bottom of the lineup here for Lennard. Second baseman Gingrich coming up with 2 outs here. His Horns down 2-0. Here in the second. 2's around. All right. So we're gonna go here. Ball gets away. Oh, catcher has no idea where it's at. He ran in the opposite direction. Covey will stop at second.
Still with 2 outs. 1-1 count.
Tanner Jones behind the dish. Ball got away from him.
Tough one to handle. Coming out now.
I didn't hear too much help for the catcher. I don't know where that ball was because it took a funny hop and he ran in the opposite direction where the ball was. So we have now reached the month of April, Mikey. The last month of the regular season for high school baseball and softball. As everybody is battling for seating position in their respective districts. I know on the softball side there's already set host for those districts at the end in the last week of April. to start the state playoffs. In baseball, it depends on who wins the district. So a lot of tight races. We'll take a look at those standings here in both of these districts. This is 2 different classes. Hillsborough is 5A and Lennard is now up to 7A, with all the people moving down in the South Shore area. Hence the reason for Sumner High School to be built in their first year, opening this school year. Heard rumors the other day there's another one about to be built
Still
down
amazing
here.
to me how many schools are going to slam in down here.
There's just endless amount of, you're not going east really anymore in Hillsborough County unless you dive more into Keysville past Durant and Plant City, but this has been the growing area for the last 10, 15 years. And Hillsborough County is what's known as the South Shore area, from up Apollo Beach down 41 out here by Sun City and Waimama. And this is in Ruskin we're at. There's a base hit up the middle. Covey will come around from second to score, and the Horns are on the board.
Always great to get help from the bottom of your lineup when you get an RBI single just like that to cut the lead in half. 2-1 now. Hillsborough leads Lennard. 2-out RBI base hit.
So 2-0 Hillsborough.
2-1.
Back at 2-1. Now we're back at the top of the lineup. Maybe not. This will be Mercado at the bottom here. Now we're at number 9. We only had 8 names on this list.
Ground ball to shortstop for the force at second, but the Longhorns pushed one across to cut the lead in half. 2-1 Hillsborough, and we'll go to the top of the third. Stream Live Tampa. Jim Delaney, Mike Paris. We'll be right back.
So we're back here at Lennard High School. We'll go into the third inning, 2-1. Terriers lead. Leading off catcher Tanner Jones. Reached on an error in the first. We heard it, couldn't see it. It hit just below us. So freshman Zach Bird in his third inning for his first high school start for the Longhorns. Kept the Big Red at bay with 2. It looked like it could have been a lot worse than that. No runs given up in the second. Gets a high chopper to. We can't see out this window. We'll just say that it's an out. Looks like it was
he failed
to
the
the
3
first baseman.
33 South, Urso.
First baseman Salvi Urso coming up, lined out the third. Back in the first. Hey, Mikey, look, it says you're watching.
Totally watching.
Shanna Dunn, thank you. Shauna Dunn, I think it's Shauna. Paige gets mad at me, and that ball looks like it's going to fall into short left field.
That is a sunshine base hit.
Yes, it is. Brazier had issues looking over his shoulder. Those balls cannot fall. But Urso will reach on a high pop-up single to short left.
Or what Urso will call tomorrow a line drive base hit.
Hey, I circle 1B in the book just like anything else, right?
That's a hit.
That's a base hit. Brings up Ryan Arroyo, third baseman for the Terriers. Again, Shauna Page yells at me every time I mispronounce your first name. But always appreciate you watching. I don't know if it's your hands making a mistake and it looks like you're watching or you're really watching, but I think you're really watching.
April McLean chiming in. Go Big Red. I knew we would have a big Hillsborough following today.
Yeah, and everybody watching from
right
we'll
to
get
the
to
left
that
fielder.
In a second. Doesn't have to move much. Then he has to backpedal. Makes the catch.
The wind
Jose
is not
out
making it
there.
easy
No.
for anything.
You would think there were bleachers and Harry Carey making that call and Ivy behind him with the wind. So 2 outs here in the third. Yeah, anybody watching sons, grandsons, nephews, friends play for Hillsborough today, and this is the first time we've had any game from Hillsborough High School. Like, retweet, subscribe for free on our YouTube channel.
Say hello.
Share everything. Yeah, say hello. You know, speaking with more coaches this week, they're talking more to their own sponsors of their programs about, hey, you guys need to talk to Stream Live Tampa and get on there as an advertiser so we can enhance our coverage and even do maybe some more games as we try to map out the rest of April here.
Going down to it, we want to do as many games as we possibly can heading into the district playoffs.
Yeah, district playoffs will be different, so that's why we're trying to get the right games and get some more regular season games here in April. Because once we get to district games, we have to work with the Florida High School Athletic Association, which Ashton Mosley's fantastic to work with, and we get media rights, but those cannot go on our social media. Those have to go through NFHS through a paywall. But you're still watching them. Ooh, and they're saying
That catch a jersey?
Caught a hangnail. Coach Victor Martinez comes out to ask about that one. Said it caught him in the elbow. So it brings up your buddy Ski here, Mikey. Center fielder for the Big Red. If anybody watching that is related to number 29, Donald Gorgei, Gorgai.
That sounds
Want to
like,
chime in with the phonetic?
I'm telling you, that sounds like one even phonetically. We're still going to have trouble with
I'm
Jim
not quite
Delaney.
sure, yes. And I like
So
to
Ski it is.
pride myself in being a wordsmith, so to speak, and pronouncing things correctly.
Still 2 outs, though, for Burt.
Number 6. Looks like Ben Karowski, but again, Mikey's going to call him Ski, and I like it. That was Michael Vincent's character in Hooper.
I love Hooper, dude. No doubt about it. Fantastic movie.
There are 2 people laughing at that right now. You and I.
They'll Google it. Totally worth it.
Absolutely.
Florida State's own Burt Reynolds. God rest his soul. 2 outs now, 2 balls, no strikes. First and second. Ball hit right to the second baseman.
Good
He
stop.
Does the right
Gathers
thing.
himself. I'm sorry, Mikey.
Yes,
Great stretch by
good.
McLean there. Ooh. They say he came off or that he beat it out.
Might be another talk to the home plate umpire.
Let me tell you, home plate umpire can overturn that because you come out from behind the
He's
dish.
going to ask him for some help.
Yep. You go. He can come out behind the dish. He has that on those plays at first.
He is going to go ask for help. He's going to go to the home plate umpire, as they should. See what he thinks. From my vantage point, it's close. He called him safe still.
Calls him safe. Did he say he was off? Because I looked away. I got so excited on the stretch.
I thought he still had
that he
his
beat
foot
it
on
out.
the
He said he
bag, but
He did. Really?
so bases loaded now with 2 outs. Trying to keep it a 2-1 game
Interesting.
for Lennard.
Dominic Reeves coming up, right fielder for the Big Red as they try to add to their 2-1 lead here. So on that hit by pitch, when Vic came out to question that,
got a heads up from Tracy Hawkins, who says she's on her break, allegedly. 2-0 Lightning right now.
2-0 Ning.
We are
So on
beating
that,
Detroit.
on that play, that
Fouled
ball's
off.
fouled back. Sorry, Mike, by Reeves. We've got our own version of Aaron Andrews, my daughter Paige, saying she heard the Blues say that the ball had pine tar on it. So is that how he? Because he pointed at his elbow. Yeah.
So he had pine tar on his pad and the ball hit
And the
it?
ball had it?
Or is it Garrett Cole had pine
Or is
tar
there
on the
pine
ball
tar
because
right
he was
here?
cheating?
No, he had pine
that's-
tar in this.
I'm not giving up on the
To get
Astros cheating every
tackiness.
single
Yeah.
time of their life. So that's what they do.
I don't think it originated with the pitcher. I think he
So-
had it here to get tackiness to hold the bat.
So there's a reason to put pine tar on your elbow pad in case it gets nicked.
Instead of on the top of the helmet like Manny Ramirez used to do. And many
Oh,
others.
he got him with the off-speed pitch right there. That's huge to keep it 2-1. Nice pitch by the sophomore. Pitching around trouble. We will now go to the bottom of the third. 2-1. Hillsborough leading the Lennard Longhorns. We'll be right back. Stream Live Tampa.
So as we move to the bottom of the third here, 2-1 Terriers, we want to thank Jarrett Guthrie for texting saying that young man's last name is Gorgie. Donald Gorgie, the center fielder for the Big Red. As now we're back to the top of the lineup, despite my mistake in the last half inning, or the last inning for Lennard. Sebastian Munoz.
Ball hit into left center field.
And of course, there's
Center
Gorgie
fielder
right there.
makes the play.
Of course.
Just like when you
Just like we planned it, Jarrett.
figure out how to pronounce his name, he makes a play.
And if you're not here and you're not watching the live stream, maybe go to Jarrett's. He sent me a picture. He's got 2 MLB games on big screen, and of course, Stream Live Tampa. God, it looks like the best picture is ours, by the way, guys, as opposed to the Yankees and the Tigers home broadcast. I'm sure we'll get a phone call about that. People can't take a joke. Where's Mr. Baseball, Mikey? Is he going to chime in?
Listen, if he didn't bring up Ski's name, then he must be busy today. And that does not mean, listen, we want him watching. I
Oh, we
totally
do.
want him watching now,
We
more
do.
than anything.
I'd love to meet him. Same with the Mr. Softball person. That was funny. And also, by the way, one of our 6 camera angles, the center field camera, which we're seeing primarily, like you do in MLB and college broadcast, it is shaking because of the wind. So the picture is a little shaky out there. Just bear with us.
That is not because I'm holding onto the camera,
No.
and I haven't had 2 beers today.
Thinking it was
That's a base hit.
Thinking it was a shake weight, Mikey.
That's exactly right. Not trying to keep it straight. It's all good.
We're having too good of a time here. This is why we like being up in the booth. We could just be real free up here and loud and have a good time here. beautiful day. High school baseball in April. There's a base hit there by Counts. Brings up the shortstop, Alex Brazier.
Lennard Longhorns hanging in here against the 14-3 Hillsborough Terriers.
And again, like we said, the alma mater of Arizona Wildcat women's basketball player Trinity Baptiste helped lead her team last night to the massive upset of UConn in the women's Final Four, and she'll have her Wildcat team in the national championship game on Sunday.
Foul. I watched every minute of that game. Every minute.
And they'll play Stanford, all Pac-12 matchup, right? Stanford beat South Carolina.
They did.
Another
great
great
right
game.
down to the end.
That first pitch is fouled off down the left field line here. Kind of a decent lead over there for Counts. Outside. Men's Final Four tonight, we've got, Houston and Baylor. Good matchup. And then the 11th seed, UCLA Bruins, facing undefeated Gonzaga.
Gonzaga is looking like they just are not going to be touched. But we'll see what happens. That's what the whole tournament's about.
The last time there was an undefeated national champion, 1976, your Indiana Hoosiers. Led by Robert Montgomery Knight, as Dick Vitale would say. We'd love to have
The General.
Dickie V from just out there in Lakewood Ranch.
I think I've never had breakfast with him. I wasn't with him, but I had breakfast in the same place.
Ooh, that ball is high as the runner's going. He couldn't make it to third, but he held up. Coach Martinez is taking a deep sigh right there. He picks him up. He might be able to make it to third if he does not stop, but he just walks right into second. That ball got away from the catcher. But it still goes to stolen base for Counts as he was moving on the pitch. Now Brazier's got 2 and 1 as he battles Ranson Angel. Ooh, gets in there for a called strike. 2 and 2 now. Yeah, Dickie V, I know last year when we were doing the Florida Gulf Coast League college softball league down in Lakewood Ranch, he was tagged in a couple tweets, and we had mentioned it to him. We'd have him on anytime.
No doubt about it.
Love to have Dickie V. Met him one time at a Hank Williams Jr. concert.
A story for another time, I'm guessing.
1991.
Oh. We were just getting started living.
Pirates of the Mississippi and Sawyer Brown opened.
Oh, Sawyer Brown.
I'm not that big of a country fan, but I had to go see Junior and say I saw him once.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I did. Brings up Jalen Tosay, the left fielder here, and the strikeout of Brazier. So 2 outs here in the third. Tying run at second. Ranson Angel, sophomore, on the bump for the Big Red today.
Just missed.
I think one of the underdogs wins tonight. I think Houston wins. They beat Baylor. Play the money line, folks. You don't need the 5.
Brought to you by Brent Musburger.
And Beeson.
Two 2-0 now, tying run at second. Trying to get another 2-out hit to tie it up. It's not missing by much right there.
He's not. His body language isn't real good, though. I understand. Listen, I was the same, too. I'm being a hypocrite here. But you walk around the mound going, man, I just want to get that. Thought that one was in there for a strike.
It doesn't help.
Does not help
Not
whatsoever.
at all.
Oh, he's going to throw down a second. He's got to put on him, and he's got him.
He got him out.
Wow, picked off at second. Good throw by Tanner Jones behind the dish. Tosei will still lead off the fourth with a new count. So back here, Stream Live Tampa. 2-1 Terriers lead. Is leading off for the Big Red shortstop Adrian Arroyo. Scored the first run of the game back in the first inning. As we were trying to get everything up to speed, and the wind was taking all of our info. He pops that one up into short, and Brazier going way out there. Should have been called off by the left fielder. As Brazier tries to make that catch, and this is not the day to try to take deep pop-ups in the short outfield for the infielders. Goes off Brazier's glove, and Arroyo still hustling, goes all the way to second on the error. Brings up second baseman Jack Slater, scored the other run for Hillsborough in the first. Freshman Zach Bird. Lefty for Victor Martinez's Lennard Longhorns. Vic in his first year. Taking over for the original and the builder of this Lennard High School baseball program, Kennedy Duran, now at Sumner in its first year of existence. Vic, former Lennard Longhorn himself. Coach Burgess in his first full year for Hillsborough. Former Robinson Knight. His Terriers are out to a 14-3 start or record so far this season. A non-district, non-class matchup here on a Saturday afternoon in April. The first Saturday in April. Countdown day, Mikey. 4, 3, 2, 1.
4,
we
3,
talked
2,
about this
1.
morning.
I was going to go with ground control to Major Tom. You let me know about Europe. Final countdown.
That's my buddy.
I like it.
That's my buddy Jim Moriarty. We call him Ruxin.
I love it.
He texted me the meme about Europe. I go, oh, it's perfect. And I go, let's see if Mikey will use that.
I totally
I
will.
like the other one that you had too. It was good.
We all had something ready. What'd this guy do?
Reached on a pop, an error by the shortstop, went out way too far in the outfield, went off his glove.
I'm just checking.
I love it. There's a
Sometimes the
error and a walk to lead off this inning.
sometimes the color guy has to go to the bathroom.
That's right. Brings up Brady Burgess. Singled in the first, struck out looking in the second. Future St. Pete College Titan for head coach Ryan Beckman. Hope to work some SBC games down the road. I know Coach Beckman knows about Stream Live Tampa, but as we grow and as we can, within means and keep it beneficial for everybody, doing games and stuff, we don't want to spread ourselves too thin. I know we've got some more college baseball opportunities that were presented to us in this past week that we might be able to do here in April. So as we sift as we sift through our schedule and trying to figure out what we're going to do, we'll let you know. I know we'll have some more high school softball, some more high school baseball, possibly some HGC, a couple HGC home games.
You can just feel that this is the tipping point of the game right here. Lennard trying to stay close, not let it get away from him with 14-3 Hillsborough. Nobody out, first and second, 2 balls, 1 strike. Sophomore pitcher on the mound, needs a ground ball. Gets the high strike call, 2-2.
Patty Tolsman, thank you for her Go Big Red comment. Got another fan watching for the Hillsborough Terriers. Share everything, Patty. Anybody watching from both sides.
Nice play by the catcher right there.
Just watching, period. Share all of this information throughout social media.
The grandparents are the best one. When we had the parents of a guy from Hillsborough Community College that lived in France.
2 players from France.
Their parents were watching from France. That was just
across
fantastic.
the pond. Ooh, just misses it.
Oh, don't do it. You see the sophomore being young again, not happy with the call.
Yeah, Zach Bird, he's the freshman starter.
Freshman. Oh, that's how old I am.
Because we got a fellow freshman JV player next to us working the scoreboard.
I appreciate it. Freshman.
Giving us updates.
That gives even more. When I played, we didn't have freshmen. That's how.
Yes, we didn't either. I was a freshman. It was at Burns Junior High School. So we've got one of the freshman JV players for Lennard up here working the board, giving us some updates. We got my daughter down here, sophomore in the Durant softball team.
Some guy threw out
like
the first
Aaron
pitch.
Andrews.
Some guy threw out the first pitch.
Old crafty lefty from Windsor High School in Connecticut, class of '56. And I think my cousins and different people up north, they were all giving a heads up. Hopefully they were watching. If not, it's everything that we do before, during, after games. And our on Streamline Tampa are recorded and kept on our YouTube channel for future viewing.
Catcher coming out now to talk to the freshman, letting them know to reel it in. Don't be too emotional on the mound. That's a thing you get from, which I thought was a sophomore, but a freshman. You wanted that strike pitch a minute ago. But you can't keep thinking about it. The most important pitch is the next one.
That's right. So we got bases loaded here to start the 4th for the Terriers. Burns losing a little bit of his control here. He needs a ground ball to the corners, a pop-up, or a strikeout here on catcher Tanner Jones. 0 for 2 in the day.
There you go.
Danielle Angel, related to Branson Angel. Thank you for watching. Your comments. Freddie Tomasello.
Freddie's on again. Freddie loves baseball, man.
It's like Bob Sacamano, friend of Cosmo Kramer. Ooh, and there's one of there's a pop-up that he got. Let's see if McLean can get on his horse and get it. Great play. Oh, he's going to try to double him up at home, and he does. Yeah! Great play, Keith McLean. Not a bad attempt to tag there. The first baseman is going away from the plate. Very athletic move play by Keith McLean over his shoulder.
And a nice throw to the plate.
Willie Mays play on that one down the
Go
First
Willie
base
Mays
double.
catch to a Dave Parker throw.
Oh, Dave Parker in the '79 All-Star game.
I watched that the other day. It's fantastic.
Gary Carter on the receiving end of that throw in the Kingdom.
Could be just what the doctor ordered.
Cobra. Ooh. He almost got a sneaky.
I thought for sure
Pick off at
thought they
first.
were going to try for it to see if the guy from second left early, but they didn't go back over there. They thought about it. But with 2
Yeah.
outs now, keeping it 2-1. Can the freshman get out of it?
So Salvi Urso here. As it was bases loaded, no outs for Hillsborough. It's now runners at the corners and 2 outs after the great play by first baseman Keith McLean.
Off-speed pitch just missed. Freshman battling here. Ball driven into the gap here.
I think this
Would
one's
not
going to
catch
get
up to
through.
it.
1 run is in. 2 runs are in. As Burgess just motoring, if I guess that's his motoring. Lumbering is the word, from all the way around from first to scoring. The 2-out double. 2-out, 2-run double for Salvi Urso to make it 4-1 Terriers.
Coming up to bat, number 5, Ryan Arroyo.
You're that close to getting out of it. and
After a great
double.
defensive play.
After a great defensive play, no doubt.
Great at bat for Urso. Ryan Arroyo, third baseman for the Terriers, now coming up. And April McLean, your nephew Brady Burgess, and your brother, Coach Burgess. Thank you for watching, April. In your comments, everybody share. Share this stuff, like our pages. YouTube will really like us if we have more subscribers. As Stream Live Tampa keeps growing. Thanks for the support from every coach, fan base, players that have. When that ball is just fair down the third base line, Ursa will come around and score. Arroyo will hold it first on the 2-out RBI single. Now 5-1 Terriers.
Coming up to bat, number 29, Donald.
Brings up center fielder Donald Gorgie. As we are here in the 4th inning, top of the 4th, 5-1 Big Red.
Freshman Bird just trying to get out of this last inning.
Oh, thank you, Jaden Duarte. Now I'm looking at YouTube. Not sure when you had posted that, but we appreciate the heads up on the pronunciation of Gorgie's last name.
Misses outside. 2-0.
Deborah Feenerty, her grandson, is on the hill for Hillsborough as she's watching from the mountain state of West Virginia.
All right.
Mountain
now
Mama.
we're spreading out. He'll come back out to the bump with a 5-1 lead at
Yes,
least.
he will, and there's
That's
another ball
hit.
that stays fair down the third base line. Arroyo will hold it second. Off the bat of Gorgie. And Hillsborough threatening to play even more add-on here in the 4th. As pitching coach, former Florida Gator Billy Bullock, former Riverview Shark, and a cup of coffee with the Braves, comes out to talk with the freshman Zach Bird.
That's baseball, folks. You're
Yep.
close enough for one pitch to get out of it after a double play. With the bases loaded, nobody out. And then hit after hit. Keeps you out on the hill. He's going to keep going, trying to let him finish up the 4th here. First and second with 2 outs. 5-1 Hillsborough.
Brings up the left fielder, Ski, as we have affectionately nicknamed him today.
He'll take it.
Of course he will. I love it. I like it. So Bird's going to try to get that final out here. Keep this at a 4-run deficit for the Longhorns. First pitch in there for a strike.
Going to fall in for a base hit, I think.
Balls
They'll
in
have to play
center.
station to station, though.
Yes, they are. So now bases loaded for right fielder Dominic Reeves coming up. And the base hit by Ski. And looks like a pinch hitter coming off the bench. Is that number 28? Elijah Burse. Oh boy.
28. Eli.
That shirt is not a medium. I'll tell you that. This is a big kid.
Commy's going, what are you trying to say? Big fella here, Elijah, or Eli. They called him Eli. Burse comes in. Junior off the bench.
With the bases loaded.
That might have been Bernard Clark. Miami Hurricane, who's played Hillsborough. Pretty sure Burse has been on the football field somewhere, but maybe not. See if he can really open this up for the Big Red. Coming off the bench here. The pinch hit against freshman Zach Bird. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the 4th.
Got the call. Ooh.
And there, of course. Yeah, of course he is. April. Cool. Eli's the coolest kid with the biggest heart, and Danielle, Big Poppy.
Absolutely love it.
Absolutely, he's Big Poppy. Now he's falling behind 1 and 2 here. So let's see what the Terriers' version of Big Poppy can do here. Swings and misses on that one. Hit tag the plate. A lot of people don't know that rule.
You definitely can with the bases loaded.
A lot of people don't know that rule. On a drop third strike, you do not have to throw it all the way to 1. You just go back and touch the plate.
Good to see Bird get out of it for his 4th inning of work there.
Yeah.
Got it done.
Keeps it at a 5-1 Hillsborough lead as we go into the bottom of the 4th.
Back here now at Lennard High School, Stream Live Tampa. Bottom of the 4th. 5-1 lead for the Terriers. Here's the first pitch. Just missed down. That's going to be a base hit driven between 3rd and short. A leadoff hit for the Lennard Longhorns, trying to climb back in it. after the leadoff single now. There's the first baseman. Ball driven straight up in the air. Outfielder started out, but the left fielder will come in and make the play for the first out. Runner retreats back to first. There'll be one out. Rivera now, the DH, with one out runner on first.
This will be the Joseph version of Rivera on the Lennard roster, as opposed to Luis.
At least they did us a favor and had different initials, Jim. We've been places where the brothers have the same initial.
Yeah. Well,
Nothing like confusing us. Doesn't take much.
when the gentleman that throws out the first pitch wants to have us prepared, he's got first, last name, classes.
Like that.
I tell you, I'm surprised he doesn't have heights and weights. So thank you
Sagittarius
to Pops.
batting here. Sagittarius.
21.
That's what's up.
It's a little small preview of a possible bilingual Stream Live Tampa broadcast later in the month. We're working on that. We've had a request from a high school coach to have a couple innings in Spanish. We are working on that. That ball has popped up to the shortstop.
I say muy bueno to that, Jim. That'd be very good.
C.
That's what we got.
I know how to go around the horn. Primero, segundo, tercera, and zona. First, second, third, home. That's all I got.
I like it.
Yeah, when you teach at Durant, you learn quite a bit from some of our students.
2 outs now.
Big Jose Cruz kick from the right-hand side.
Original Jose Cruz or Jose Cruz Jr.?
There's only one.
That's what I say.
There is a junior. Yes, he played for the Blue Jays, I right? I think.
He played for the Rays too. Love
Yeah.
it.
But Jose
But
Cruz Sr.
with the Astros unis.
They wore white at home and on the road. That was just.
Some of the best baseball.
They
of all
played
time.
in the what was considered the 8th wonder of the world.
Step and throw.
Step and throw by Angel there. No runs for the Longhorns after 4, 5-1 Terriers.
Coming in now to the top of the fifth with new pitcher John McCool on the hill for the Lennard Longhorns. Big right-hander looking in. Goes with the off-speed pitch.
So we're back at the top of the lineup here. Shortstop Adrian Arroyo leading off for the Terriers. Scored in the first. It's 0 for 3 in the day. And Scott King says, touchdown Tampa Bay.
Scott King is my favorite cook from every bar I've ever worked at.
I know.
He's not the biggest sports guy, but he
knows enough.
Brings it up, but he does watch.
Channeling his inner Gene Deckerhoff there.
I tell you this, that guy can draw cartoons like no one's business.
Oh my gosh.
Very talented.
Extremely.
I've been in a couple of his comic books. That's what Mikey does as a bartender. McCool, 1-2 now.
McCool works. Looks like strictly out of the stretch. Kind of a Jabba Chamberlain look to him.
I was reaching farther back. But
go back. Yeah, go. Rick Russell?
Don't do that to that kid. Can you believe? I still can't believe Rick Russell got people out. He totally did, though.
Gave up Bo Jackson's leadoff homer, 89 All-Star game.
No doubt about it.
We've talked about the 79 and the 89 All-Star games. I couldn't name anything about the All-Star game 2 years ago.
Right.
Not one thing.
Times have changed, and now we don't even know where the All-Star game is going to be played.
Should still be in Atlanta. I'll just leave it at that.
I totally agree. But if not, they might bring it to Florida. Come on down to the Trop, man. No, right.
The only other place that I think... Oh, off the mug. From Camacho. Is... And Pops was up here for a little bit. No extra microphone. But like he said, he'd rather stay down there with the ladies.
I could have had my headset. More than welcome to my headset.
I know, he's fine. He's fine.
Right past
Page
him.
is down there. There's
McCool.
a big strikeout.
McCool with a McKay. That's
Yes.
what I was waiting on right there. Saw his name on the lineup, and I couldn't wait to say it. I was hoping he got to pitch today. McCool with a McKay.
Brings up second baseman Jack Slater. It sounds like something. What was Jack Slater? Wasn't that movie hero? What was the last action hero? What was Arnold's name in that? There was one of those movies. It was something Slater, Jack Slater. Just sounds like a action movie name.
I agree. Picked on a bad one. Slater, also the good-looking guy on Saved by the Bell. All right. Brought you around.
Well, Kavi gave us a nice big thumbs up. Okay, Kavi.
Watch us Saved by the Bell. I love it. God rest your soul, Screech.
Bayside High.
Friends to the end.
Kelly Tropowski.
Oh,
Big fan of her back in the day.
Lisa Turtle, not too shabby.
No.
2 balls, 1 strike here for McCool. There it is, 2-2 now.
Well, Miles Martinez is here at the game and commented on the YouTube channel. Hello, Miles.
Catcher looking backwards, look out for the wind.
Oh.
Trouble, but a nice play by the catcher there.
Where's the third baseman or any infielder, right? It's a tough play for the catcher. Great play, though, by Camacho. Don't call me Hector Macho.
That's a great 30 for 32, by the way. 2 down now for McCool.
Loretta Rivera knew this was going to, a good chance this was going to happen today, Mikey. Supporting the Lennard Longhorns and her grandson, Joseph Rivera from Puerto Rico.
Oh, I love Puerto Rico. McCool comes in. You don't think he's going to have that off-speed stuff, but he's throwing strikes with it. He's fooling everybody. Oh, no balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Give me one more McCool. Bouncer. Still 5-1.
As he faces Brady Burgess. 0 for 2. 1 for 2, excuse me. Base hit in the first. Struck out looking in the second. Walked and scored
To the shortstop.
in the fourth. And grounds out
Right
to short
it.
here. 1, 2, 3 for McCool.
That was pretty McCool. 3 in a row.
As it go to the bottom of the 5th, 5-1 Terriers.
I got a bunch up for this guy.
Oh, yeah, great name.
5-1 Lightning. I don't know if that's true or not. That was Scott King gave me the heads up.
In the 8th period.
You got me right there.
Don't worry. I was hook, line, and sinker Thursday, April 1st. Thinking Wolfgang Van Halen's band, new band Mammoth WVH, is opening for Sammy Hagar in the Circle. I'm like, man, this would be great. 80s Kids opening for half of Van Hagar. Jason Bonham on drums. They had a whole thing about tour, and
I'm
it
just
was in
disappointed
April.
that it's not true.
I'm
I'm
like
disappointed.
I marked on my calendar Estero, Florida. I'm heading south September 4th to
the
go
hockey
see that.
arena down there.
Yeah, the Everblades. And then I saw it later. I went, oh, what an idiot. Dumas. But all of us, a couple buddies were posting, go, hey, we're going. I'm like, no. It's a good chance to talk about AB Sports Performance, not far from here. Participated in their Saturday morning boot camps just south of here off 41 with Andrew Burdick. Doing great things for high school and college athletes. Get in touch with Andrew if you got a high school or college athlete looking to enhance their fitness and then their sports performance.
He's still pitching.
Yes.
Branson Angel still on the hill now. Finds himself up 5-1.
Chopper to first.
Just in time. He got rid of the hat and then still got over for the 3-1 put out. He laughs about it too because he was worried about his hat there for a second, but he got over there just in time.
Right fielder Jaden Mercado. As Gingrich leads off the bottom of the 5th with a ground out. Oh boy, Scott King's going a little overboard now. Eddie Tomlinson correcting him. It's still 2-0 Lightning in the second.
Thank you, Eddie Tomlinson. I don't know why I would think that Scott King was watching hockey, but he got me. That's all right. Keep watching, Scott. Scott King, rum with no ice. That's what Scott King drinks.
There you go. Yeah,
Makes perfect sense for a cartoonist.
that's right.
3 balls, no strikes now. Angel finds himself with a 5-1 lead now.
That's a 4-pitch walk right there to Mercado. Flip to the top of the order here, Mikey. Sebastian Munoz, a third baseman, coming up 0 for 2 on the day. As Mercado's down at 1.
Longhorns would love to push a couple across just to get it within striking distance for the last couple.
Bella, thank you for watching your Terriers. I missed you on there.
So
West Virginia and Puerto Rico have been represented, at least that we know of. Watching Stream Live Tampa. Again, center field camera, when it's on, when we're going to that angle, it is shaky because of the wind here today. That's our baby camera. That's the one we have a lot of technology involved in, a lot of equipment with that, but it's tough to keep it stable without somebody out there. But we had, what, 6 angles today, right? Looks like 6 camera angles. Javier Nunez, technical director, founder of StreamLive Tampa, is making your viewing experience more pleasurable.
So I was watching ESPN Plus all day yesterday. Different high school or different college games, different college softball games. One angle.
You watch it differently now. Yeah.
One angle.
Yeah.
From behind home
A
plate.
lot of live streaming just from behind. I want to give a shout out now to Kirsten Cox, softball instructor extraordinaire in the East Hillsborough County area. She gave us a shout out and some promotion on Twitter about the multiple camera angles that we have. She specializes with working with catchers that dominate the dish. It's the name of her company. She was like, that single GoPro look is no good. That's for parents. Parents can do that, no problem. You want to just have something of your kid's game, but you want a good live stream production, you need to call us. You need to call us. We have 6 camera angles. Sometimes we'll have 7. Mikey and myself do most of the games together. Every now and then it's just one of us, just depending on our schedules. And as we look at the rest of April, our next date that we're available is Thursday, April 8th. We're trying to figure out where we're going to be. Could be at Plant City High School.
2-2, runner goes.
Could be somewhere else. We'll look at the schedule. He goes in, gets around the tag, safe. As Mercado gets in the scoring position for the Longhorns. So that's the next available date that we'll do is next Thursday, the 8th. We'll get that out on social media here soon once we finalize where we're going to be. Munoz does not like that call.
But it'll be a strike nonetheless for the second out.
Home plate umpire with a back step bow and arrow.
Gave it to him.
As Matthew Counts, freshman center fielder for the Longhorns, comes up. 1 for 2, reached on an error and had a base hit. Fortunately, he got picked off in second. And we got a dugout warning. Dugout warning on the Lennard side from home plate umpire. Next time it happens, Martinez will get tossed, I believe is the rule.
Dugout wanted that pitch.
Silence is deafening now here at Lennard High School. His home plate umpire doesn't want to hear any more chirping from the dugout on that called third strike.
Thought it was a ball, but it was a strike. Dugout warning happens.
All right, back to action here. Hey, that's part of the game.
Still 2 outs.
It's not the chirping, but hey.
Would be a big run.
Home plate blue didn't like it. Takes control.
We haven't had to move bleachers yet, which I heard happened at Brandon last week.
That's at Don Powell Field earlier in the week at Brandon High School. A whole set of parents and bleachers. The pickoff attempt at second goes into center. He's not going anywhere. He was squirming around on the ground like a fish out of water. He's not moving. I'm going to dive back the 2. You got to work to the batter here. You got a 4-run lead, man.
And the runner needs to know that they need 3 more besides him.
He's been pitching well. You don't need to get yourself in trouble trying to worry about a runner at second when you got a 4-run lead. Work on that batter. Right?
1-1.
1-1 to counts. Now 2-1.
And just what we were saying about the other stream lives, they're doing great. They're doing their thing. we're Stream Life Tampa. We're just better. That's
right.
all I'm saying. With our angles and our camera placements, and the calls, not too bad either. We give you more bang for your buck. Ground ball now. It's trouble. Got him.
Great. Well, this is what I was going to say, and I let you because you had started the call, Mikey, and I didn't want to interrupt you. Second baseman took forever to come up and get that and did not run through the ball. He stopped at the ball. You get to this level, you got to come up and have a multiple throwing arm angle underneath. Doesn't matter. Submarines get the ball.
He come in
he tried to go right back to the top. Yeah, everything's
in motion,
and he just took too long.
And that'll get the bullpen working for Hillsborough now.
Yes, sir. We'll see who's down there. Every time I look at that visitors bullpen, I think of the big snake that we saw when we did a recruiting camp here when I had Recruit Look, involved in the recruiting business with back in 2014 with former coach Kennedy. Let me try this one more time. Kennedy Duran. We'll just call him Coach. And the boys that day were all scared of the snake. Was in the dugout or in the bullpen down there.
They get out of it. Third to first. Lennard could have used that run right there, at least one.
They're running out of ABs.
So 5-1 now. Hillsborough will go to the top of the 6th. Stream Life Tampa from Lennard High School
in beautiful Ruskin, Florida. We can keep it on here because we usually cut our mics, everybody, in between innings because most of the time we're outside and we can hear the music being played.
All right, let's find out who's number 13 here.
We got a new pitcher for Lennard. But since we're inside, this will be Carter Minotti, sophomore right-hander for the Lennard Longhorns in. Third pitcher in for Lennard.
And before you see it, I'm going to tell you, Kent Colvey, even though he doesn't throw sidearm, but this guy is a little thin.
Yeah. He is got to run around in the shower to get wet, is what they used to say. Does have a Kent Colvey look to him, even though he's not a submariner. Yes, he does.
That's why I saw it.
I mean, we got 2 late 70s Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh, if my Pittsburgh Pirate fan buddies are watching, Billy Yeager up in Pittsburgh, PA, Wayne Castile, there in Valrico, a PA transplant. I don't know if I know any other Pirate fans. They could help me out.
Frank Lombard's a big Pirate guy.
Bill Matlock. Bert Blyleven pitched for them at that time.
Bert be home by 11.
The original number 8, as Pup said the other day, Willie Stargell.
Oh, Pops. All right, trying to keep it at 5-1 here in the top of the 6th.
Tanner Jones leads off Mikey, catcher for the Terriers. 0 for 3 on the day. Willie Stargell was infamous for saying, hey, beginning of the game, the umpire doesn't say work ball. He says play ball.
That's
it's a game. And there it is again. Hit batter on an inside pitch. Catch a button?
You got me.
Wow. Said it caught him in the arm. Comes up, Salvi Urso, big two-run double back in the 4th. He's 2 for 3 on the day. He comes up here in the 6th, 5-1 Hillsborough.
Out in front, nubs it off to the right side for a first pitch strike.
The great Lou Larandi is liking us on Twitter. He's been watching a lot. He was a guest on one of our shows we did last summer. Former East Bay and Brandon assistant coach. Now owner of LarandiGloves.com. Camacho's going back. Oh, lost it. It fell about 6 feet to his right. He looked up. He was right in position, but he obviously did not see it. Speaking of Lou Laronde, I know I want to say that catcher's mitt could be one of them, but I'm not sure. It is, isn't it? Thank you, young man. That he supplied some of the leather for this Lennard High School baseball program. Out of
the Cadillac of gloves.
He's
No
just
doubt
now
about
moved to
it.
Houston, originally from Tampa, was up in Atlanta, now out in Houston. There's your free pub there, Lou. I like it. Appreciate you. Same with Keith down at first. LarandyGloves.com.
It's not like the good old days when you had to break them in. Those gloves are ready to roll the minute you get them.
You always heard the shaving cream. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman, Munoz, and he's out of my sight. I can't see.
The umpire says he's out.
He is out.
I trust that guy.
So, oops, sorry, man. Ryan Arroyo, third baseman. Walked, flew out the left, singled. He's 1 for 2 in the day.
The wind's still kicking up.
Yes, it is. And I said earlier, good day to be on the links. We'll test your knockdown shot ability today. Ooh, way out in front of that pitch. Munoz, the flowing locks.
Makes the play. Pitcher goes over to cover third just in case.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Always a job to do.
You always have something to do. 2 outs now.
We still got the fans out there, yes.
Chilling.
Chilling off by the road. Right field. Is he waving at us? Why are they waving at me? Who are they waving at? Gorgie up here. Center fielder for the Big Red. Let's see who else we got. Mikey's phone updates a little quicker than mine. Looks like we're up to speed. Ball driven high down into the left field corner, and Tosei will haul that one in. So no runs there. After a leadoff hit by pitch for Hillsborough, will go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Terriers. So Jalen Tosei, after hauling in that fly ball in the left field corner, he'll lead off the 6th. For the Longhorns, he's 1 for 2. Flew out the left and singled in the 4th. As Branson Angel still on the hill, yep. For the Hillsborough Terriers. You know, we talked about Trinity Baptiste, former girls basketball player for Hillsborough, now one of the starters for the Arizona Wildcats, who will be playing in the women's national championship game tomorrow after the upset at UConn. Got to mention probably the most famous Lennard High School grad as far as athlete, starting wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Deontay Johnson.
No kidding.
Played here at Lennard, yeah. Still keeps in touch with my dad. My dad had him as a student. Deontay's a good dude. one college offer out of high school, the University of Toledo. One up was a Toledo Rocket.
The Rockets.
Returned punts, kickoffs, receiver, and he is one of Big Ben's targets for the black and gold on the Steelers. One and two.
Angel
On
continues
Tosei.
to
Yeah, Angels.
pump it along.
Angel's working faster each inning too.
Yeah,
I've
he is,
noticed.
too. He
He's-
can feel it.
just feels good. Yeah. So anybody from Pittsburgh? We've talked about the Pirates. We've talked about the Steelers. Anything about the Pens, Mikey?
The Lightning are better than the Pittsburgh Penguins.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So you never know in the playoffs, but. Ooh.
And a step
Let's
back.
see if we already had
The purple and gold are not fans of the home plate blue, but he's taking charge and
They had the warning already, so they had to
Yes,
not
sir.
say anything that time.
that's strikeout number 5 for Angel. Brings up Keith McLean. Good left-handed bat for Lennard. Couple fly balls, been out in front of a couple pitches.
He's made a couple great defensive plays today, too.
He has a little
Pop
tendency to be a little bit too much of a free swinger, but he does have a lot of pop. So 3 fly outs for McLean. This is not the day to hit fly balls. But big future there for Aaron McLean Jr.'s son.
I'll be interested to see him get some more at-bats.
Yeah.
Swing is there.
This will be Joseph, don't call me Luis Rivera. 0 for 2, 1 for 2. Ooh, okay. Covey.
Covey,
We can put that on our
did he say?
Espanol broadcast we're going to have.
I think that guy just said Mike Paris is the best broadcaster of all time. That's what I got from that.
Hey, we do have a mic.
Jim Delaney, second best.
A handheld mic down there. I didn't hear segundo, so he didn't say second.
All right. A lot more gets said in Spanish than you think.
Of
it does.
course.
2 balls a strike, 2 outs now. 5-1, Big Red. Just a little backup. I saw Dwight Gooden pitch against my brother at Brandon High School when he pitched for Hillsborough. I faced Gary Sheffield when he played at Hillsborough. That's going to be a base hit. 2-out base hit there for the Longhorns. So
One person from Hillsborough of note that I faced was Carl Everett.
Carl Everett does not believe in dinosaurs, but that's just Carl Everett.
So a base hit there for Rivera.
Carl Everett's a great dude, too.
Brings up Camacho. Carl Everett, by the way, is an assistant coach at Middleton High School.
Oh, there you go.
He's a third base coach. Our buddy Butch Valdez, the head man for Durant's baseball team, said that to me one day. He goes, hey, we played Middleton last night. Scrappy 4-1 win that night. And Carl Everett was coaching third.
I was looking at for
the Middleton Tigers.
For Lennard playing this year, they played a couple really tight games against Durant. So
yes.
They're not far away.
No, they only lost 2-0 Thursday night. And Jarrett, this is the segue if you're still watching. Xander Fisk for the Player of the Week.
Yeah,
I saw it on Twitter. I retweeted it. It's my vote, at least. Senior right-hander for the Durant Cougars. He's had a great senior season. Not getting lost in the shadow of Sean Herman.
Yeah. I want to see him pitch live. I haven't got to see
Heading
Herman
to
pitch live
USF, and we'll see what happens in June. Somebody, an MLB team drafts him, and he has a decision to make. So yeah, 2 close ball games that Lennard lost to Durant this year. One in Saladino and one just 2 nights ago. And
It's pulled foul.
Camacho pulls that one foul. We've got all kinds of action here. I don't want to see that. Okay. And you can watch Stream live Tampa games on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Twitch. I forget about Twitch. I don't even know if I would know what Twitch looked like. But we have our games on there. Thanks to Javier Nunez. Good seeing Yo-Yo today, Javi.
It was great seeing you.
After he was recovering from the shoulder surgery he had last summer when he was working with us. He had one arm basically working with us. But he looks like he's not missing the weight room anymore. And he's swinging a good stick for St. Leo.
If we can get one of those worked out, I would make that drive in a heartbeat.
Beautiful campus up in San Antonio. Runner going at third, nobody there. That was confusing. Camacho stole third on the ball 4, which he could. He wasn't forced, but it looked like Victor Martinez.
I don't know if they
The
told
third
him
base coach didn't look like he's like, "Why are you doing? What are you doing?"
No.
But then the third baseman for the Terriers didn't even try to cover the base, and the throw still came down. It was really an odd sequence.
I think they told him to hold his position for defensive purposes, and the coach was not sure that he was going to come to third because you need that one and 3 more. But he made it. So now we're going to get a pitch and change.
So that's Rivera at third. Yeah, Camacho is at first. Is there a pinch runner for Camacho? Covey? Covey, thank you.
Number 11 will take the hill now for Hillsborough.
Hey, 5 2/3 for Angel. Fantastic outing, Mikey, right?
When you're playing a non-district game and you just want to get some innings in and still get the win,
Both
they
managers
did a fine job. They went young, but I wouldn't say it was bad for either pitcher. They
Both
got
managers
deep in the
said
game.
that. Before the game, they said, "Hey, we're throwing our young one today." Zach Bird, freshman lefty for Lennard, and then the sophomore righty Branson Angel for Hillsborough. But in here in relief, one of the big arms for Hillsborough, Brady Burgess. Looks like I would think he tried to get the last 4 outs here, get an inning and a third in relief. As Covey the first, at first the pinch runner, Rivera's at third with 2 outs here in the 6th. And coming up should be, looks like it'll be second baseman Andrew Gingrich. So again, Hillsborough Leonard non-district, non-class matchup. Hillsborough is in 5A, and Leonard has been moving up each year. Now they're in 7A, Class 7A. High school baseball here on Stream Live Tampa. As Brady Burgess in relief for the Big Red. 5-1 Hillsborough lead.
Carlos Kernal popping on Facebook to say hello. Just hold on, Carlos. I'm going to say a Spanish word in a minute just for you.
Oh boy, you could have a lot of listeners that will understand it if it's risque.
Oh, no. It's someone's name. There'll be a guy coming up here in a second.
Eduardo Carocchio,
That's good.
the Phantom Bullfighter.
We have yet to find someone that's hitting above the Mendoza line.
Boom.
Since we're doing Pittsburgh Pirates.
I like it. Manny Mota.
Oh, what a balk.
And he comes in and balks a run in.
So no hesitation.
Goes the second is Covey. Gingrich is up 1-0, and that's now a 5-2 Hillsborough.
So if you think that second run's not big, it totally can be. There's no doubt about it. 5-2. With a runner on second. Now you need 1 base hit. You're within, a guy gets on base in the 7th and 1 big fly.
A bloop and a bomb.
That's it.
So as we look at district standings for Leonard, they're in District 8 of Class 7A. 0-3. So far, they're in with Durant, Newsom, Riverview, Lakewood Ranch, and Sarasota, Riverview. Not the easiest of local high school baseball districts. To be determined where that district championship is going to be, or that tournament, we should say, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Spurgis battles back after the balk. Gets in for the first strike against Gingrich. 1-1, as I almost took my headset off.
Burgess making sure why he got called for the balk last time.
Don't throw it a second. Work on the batter. There you go. There's no reason.
Fouled down the left field line. Keeps it 1-2, 2 outs. Again, after the balk, getting it to 5-2. One base hit here. Really tightens it up.
Burgess with the delivery to Gingrich. Stays alive. Fouls that one basically out of the catcher's mitt.
Pulls it out for keeps it at 1-2.
Decent little crowd here on a Saturday afternoon at Lennard High School.
There's a lot of chairs out there when I walked over there. Good little crowd.
Only thing going on campus today, I know the other night, Thursday night, I think the softball team was home. Then there was a flag football game. Newsom upset, actually, Lennard. Lennard traditionally has a good flag football team. They're sneaking him up the middle.
Oh, picked out.
Picked out at
That'll
first.
Save the run. So 4-3 ends it here in the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Hillsborough 5-2 now over the Lennard Longhorns.
Your Lennard Longhorns, the birthplace of Stream Live Tampa with Javier Nunez. Stream Live Tampa started here with Lennard High School baseball when his son Yo-Yo Nunez played here, and Javi being so close to the program, and head coach at the time, Kennedy Duran. Javi was, as a hobby, technical wizard here, as you're seeing, at his fingertips every time there's a game on. Started it here just showing Yo-Yo's games. Lennard High School baseball games. Then after Yo-Yo graduated last year, and he had gotten into some, speak of the devil, once he was walking into the booth here was Yo-Yo. Javi started branching out, doing some high school basketball games. Andrew Burdick had helped him. Then Javi and I got reacquainted. And we say, hey, maybe we can do a little bit more. Started doing some high school baseball games last year before March 13th. And everything kind of went to a halt. We got lucky with a college softball league last summer. Now we're NFHS approved. We have a relationship with the Florida High School Athletic Association. We've added Mikey Paris.
That's right.
We've done some camps. We've done some shows last summer.
The Daytona Showcase.
There's a lot more on the plate coming up. Ooh, got fisted right there. That is short left field. Tosei coming in will make that catch. One pitch, one out here in the 7th.
Coming up to bat, number 1, Dominic Reeves.
Dominic Reeves, the right fielder, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. He's back in. Take that back. 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. That was the pinch hit. Pinch hitter burst coming in the 4th. So Reeves back in the lineup. Swinging at the first pitch.
Carter Minotti coming in, throwing strikes. It's what you want a reliever to do, especially
right.
when you're down. Keep it right where it's at.
Chopper to third. Munoz taking that extra hop, and it's takes too long.
That was trouble right off the bat.
Bat, number 9, Adrian Arroyo.
Infield hit for Reeves. Shortstop Adrian Arroyo coming up. Back to the top of the order for the Terriers. As you're watching Saturday afternoon high school baseball here on Stream Live Tampa. first. We got a couple of high school softball games in mind for the month of April. Might have HCC home baseball, a couple games again once we get our schedule straight. And some other high school baseball as well. But we'll have that out here within the week and what we're going to be, where we're going to be for the month of April, Mikey.
We're ready for it.
So he gets down to 2, stolen base.
Right down the middle, 1-on-1 now.
As I look at YouTube, we're over 1,200 subscribers now on our YouTube channel.
I want to get that to 1,500, no doubt.
Quickly, yes. Subscribe for free as a ball hit into the hole. Played by Brazier to his right. Gets a batter out at first. Runner will advance to third in Reeves. He'll be at third with 2 outs. Jack Slater coming up. Second baseman. Scored twice today. As we reach the 7th inning. Swing and a miss.
Swings over the first pitch fastball. Wanting to keep this run from scoring, to keep it within 3. Make a big difference.
Yeah, because they're going to face Brady Burgess, I'm sure, in this.
Yeah, he'll be right back out.
Ooh, looked like he was going to try to make the play at first and let it go. The first base coach. Copy's sporting a new lid over there. Still has the sticker on it. Oh.
What you got going on over there? This is upstairs.
The new purple and gold colors of the Lennard Longhorns this year. Look like LSU out there.
Careful.
Ooh.
They'll have to change again. Good off-speed pitch, just missed outside. Ooh, 2-2.
Off the end of the bat.
Off. Keep it 2-2.
Coach Burgess picking that ball up out of the third base coach's box.
Checking it for Pine Tar. After the 2 hit batters. 2-2, 2 outs. Bounce up there, nice play by the catcher. Keeping the runner at third.
Camacho.
Make it happen right here, kid. That's going to be a base hit. That'll knock in the 6th run. Nice at bat right there.
Yes, very much.
Battled, got the count back in his favor, and drilled a base hit to make it 6-2.
So Reeves
for the Big
scores.
Red.
And brings up Brady Burgess, your pitcher of record right now for Hillsborough. Nice pitch. Skies that one. And foul ball.
Long foul ball down the left field line. But foul nonetheless. Throw over to first, not in time.
As I look over behind the left field fence.
What is going on over there?
More construction of more houses. Each time I come down here, I mean, it's been just over a year since I've been on this field. When we were here last March. And here comes McLean again. Flashing great
good
leather
play.
in foul territory.
Three
That's
nice
three of them
plays.
that he's made, exactly.
So that'll do it for Hillsborough. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th now. Lennard Longhorns need 4 to keep playing. We'll be right back with Stream Live Tampa.
Again, coming back to the bottom of the 7th here. 6-2, excuse me, Hillsborough. Lennard's down to their final 3 outs. This looks like
3 outs to get
the
4
right guy here.
runs.
Jaden Mercado, right fielder, leading it off for Lennard. It'll be Mercado, Munoz, and Counts at minimum for the Longhorns.
And they're going to need more than that if they're going to keep the game alive.
Against senior Brady Burgess. And in relief, the Big Red.
Relief of Angel, who did a fantastic job. First pitch misses, 1 ball, no strikes. That's right in there. 1-1. Pitcher makes the play, 1 unassisted for the first out of the 7th.
Leadoff hitter, third baseman, Sebastian Munoz.
Seabass.
Oh, first pitch swinging down the right field line. A lot of room here. Resembles Alameda County Coliseum, the former name for the home park of the Oakland A's.
I was going to go Oakland A's.
It is now called Oco Coliseum. One of 2 MLB parks.
That's a Coliseum?
That doesn't have the name Field Park or Stadium in it. Coliseum, Oco Coliseum in Oakland. The other one, the Rogers Center for the Blue Jays. How about that for a trivia question? If Steve Schisler is listening, oh, Schiss, there's a good one. I've never texted you.
I'll forget that immediately, but I like it.
It's a great question. What is wrong with that guy? How does he know that?
Tampa Bay Rays will be playing at the Lone Depot Park in Miami today. Brand new name for
What's the name of it?
The Lone Depot.
Lone
Depot Park. That's 2 outs now with a strikeout.
Number 12, Matty
Matty Counts coming up. Last at bat now for the Longhorns. Down 6-2 in the 7th.
Base runners needed here. Not a bad ball game all the way around.
No.
Filling it up, trying to finish it out now for the Big Red for their 15th victory of the season.
Let's see, Lennard this week has this is correct, back-to-back games. Yeah, it probably is because one is a makeup from them being out because of quarantine. Back-to-back district matchups at Newsom on Monday and at home against Newsom on Wednesday. And then next Friday at home against Robinson. Hillsborough coming up this week will have. That chopper
It's going to be tough.
That is going to be tough, and it gives me time to go through the rest of their.
That's an infield hit right there.
Yes, it is. Hillsborough this week will have
Number 2, Alex. Razor.
big district matchup at Jesuit on Tuesday.
Ooh.
And then they're at East Bay on Thursday.
East Bay having a fine season as well.
Head coach Cody Kraus.
I might get out to that.
Saw
Jesuit
him
game.
Thursday night when they were at Bloomingdale. And walked across the way. Say hi to him before watching the softball game.
Fouled off 0-1 with 2 outs. Lennard looking for a couple more base runners. And then you never know.
That's right. Third hit of the game for Counts. He's 3 for 4 today.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 6-2. Big Red. Lennard not going down without a fight. Two balls and a strike with 2 outs. Hillsborough trying to put him away. Lennard trying to stay alive. 2-2 now. Couple of decent pitching performances by both teams with freshman and sophomore on the mound. As they've given way now. The pitcher, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
So Counts will be going. It's Alex Brazier trying to get his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 3.
First baseman will play behind the runner now. No one is going. Just trying to get the last out of the ball game here for Hillsborough. He walks him.
And it's now 1st and 2nd for the Longhorns.
1 step closer from getting that elusive tying run to the plate.
And Jalen Tosay coming up 1 for 3. That tying run on deck is the big swinging bat of Keith McLean,
Who we've been waiting on all day. He's had a few pop-ups, but he's made some great plays at first base. So can he get to the plate? Misses again. One ball, no strikes with 2 outs. Trying to get that tie and run to the plate here. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. I want to see it. I want to see that tie and run to the plate. Hillsborough, not so much. There's a ball that's going to be to the second baseman. That might do it, and it does. That'll finish it up for Hillsborough. 6-2 win today over the Lennard Longhorns. A game Lennard Longhorns. Fine pitching performances by 2 young pitchers today, but Hillsborough does what Hillsborough's been doing all year long as they go to 15-3 on the season with a 6-2 victory over Lennard. I want to thank Lennard High School for having Stream Live Tampa out. Spread the word. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Stream Live Tampa. Thank you for Javier Nunez Jim Delaney. Any last words, Jim?
Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, April 8th. Not quite sure where yet. We've got a couple of opportunities, and we're going to try to nail that down and release that on social media like we typically do. And then hopefully the rest of our April schedule as we try to finalize all those sites. But yeah, Mikey, for Mikey Paris is Jim Delaney, and of course, Javier Nunez. You've been watching Stream Live Tampa. Again, final score from Ruskin, Florida. Hillsborough 6, Lennard 2. Enjoy your afternoon and your Easter weekend, everybody.